Let's go! Let's go! Finally! The demons have been exorcised! Noah Gragson wins at Homestead! He's going to the championship 4! He's gonna race for the Xfinity Series championship! 8 fucking wins! Like 30 fucking stage wins across his fucking Xfinity career! What the fuck? Swept the whole fucking race! Let's go! Noah, my guy, my dude, I am fucking proud of you, man. You have fucking turned this season around. They mentioned on the broadcast, go all the way back to Road America. Noah Gragson was, as they said it on the broadcast, public enemy number 1. After he dumped Sage Karam at Road America, intentionally, mind you. He got a points penalty and a fine. He wasn't suspended, which obviously, looking at the Mo Wallace thing, people were like, yeah, he probably should have been, but that's in the past at this point. After that, and then after getting DQ'd and out of a top 5 finish in New Hampshire, he already had a win earlier in the year. He goes on a tear the rest of the regular season. And now, at a track that, if you look at the last 2 years, the doubleheader, the Saturday Sunday races at Homestead in 2020, because of the craziness of 2020, both races he should have won. And he came up short. Last year, had the win in the bag until David Starr had a tire cord, put him in the wall, right in front of Noah, and gave Myatt Snyder his first career Xfinity win. Tonight, Noah Gragson had to deal with a late race caution that he wasn't involved in, but it happened. 5 laps to go. Would he do it? He did it. He won. And as I said, the demons have finally been motherfucking exorcised. Congratulations, Noah Gragson. You get to join your teammate Josh Berry in the Final Four. Berry winning last week. How crazy would it be if we somehow got an all JRM Final Four? It would take Mayer winning and then Gibbs and Allmendinger both getting fucked out the ass at Martinsville next week, and Allgaier just getting all the points possible to pull it off. Hill too, because Hill's also within points contention, but it would take those guys getting knocked the fuck out and Allgaier getting all the points, plus Mayer winning to get an all JRM Final Four. But hey, a man can dream, right? Why the fuck not? In what has been a crazy year, why the fuck not? But at least half the Final Four will be JRM guys. I'm so excited, man. Legitimately, like, I was happy for Gragson to make the Final Four last year. Y'all remember my video when he won Martinsville, right? I was ecstatic. I was emotional. After the season he had last year, with all the shitty luck, he finally wins later in the season, and then he just gets to the Final Four. And then, unfortunately, things didn't go his way at the end. And we all know what happened. Hemrick beats out Cindric to win the title and get his first career win. This year, though, Noah Gragson looks like a completely different person. He had so much consistency to start the year. Again, yeah, the middle of the season, the Road America thing, the New Hampshire DQ, I get all that. If you're still pissed at him for it, for the Road America thing with Karam, I completely understand. I get it. Noah's done some things, on the track, in recent years that I get it. I get, we all know the public perception of him, but as they said on the broadcast, he has turned it completely around since Road America. And he's like Jeff Burton, a guy who he's kind of been hating on Gragson a lot this year at times. It was either Burton or Letarte who said it. It might have been Burton. I can't remember at this point now. It's even though it's just after the race, but he even acknowledged that Gragson has become one of the most sought after guys. He's gained so much respect in the back in the garage, and of course he's going to the Cup Series next year. And god damn it, I want to see him win the title on his way out. I want to see him win the title on his way up to Cup. That would be so fucking awesome, bro. It really would be. Holy shit, man. 8 fucking wins. What a fucking season. I'm not saying I'd be disappointed if he didn't win the title. If it went to Barry or whoever the fuck else makes the final four, whether it's, Allgaier and Gibbs, Allmendinger, if somehow Brandon Jones, Austin Hill, or Sam Mayer fucking figure it out and pull it off and get to the final four. If it goes to, any one of them or Barry, I get it. It's fine. But I want Gragson to win so fucking bad because honestly, he fucking deserves it. He really does. After the season that he's had, turning it around after Road America, he's rebuilt himself, man. And I get it. If you still hate him, that's fine. I understand. But the man is fucking talented. He's busted his ass this year. He deserves to win the title. He absolutely does. And I hope he does. So, with all of that being said, why don't we jump into the rest of this race, shall we? So, Trevor Bayne wins the pole. Noah Gragson gets second. So he starts second. We get an early caution for JJ Yeley and Riley Herbst. Yeley had a little bit of help from Jeb Burton getting sent into the wall right in front of Herbst. And Yeley's day unfortunately done. Mayer and Hemrick came close to contact in stage one. Sheldon Creed has a pit with a flat tire after contact with a wall. Jeremy Clements pits late in stage one, and then the caution comes out with 3 laps to go for CJ McLaughlin going for a spin. Mason Massey was already slow beforehand and got on the wall, and that would end the stage under caution. Gragson wins stage one. Castle second, Gibbs third, Bayne fourth, Allmendinger fifth, Hill sixth, Hemrick seventh, Mayer eighth, Weatherman ninth, and Allgaier 10th. I will say this much: Bayne, Hill, Gibbs at points. Towards the end, Allmendinger. These were all guys that could have potentially taken the win away from Noah. I'm not gonna lie, they could have. Like Hill especially, Bayne especially. Um, so we get to stage two. Chris Wright pits at one point. Josh Berry has to pit after contact with a wall to get some new tires. Mason Massey's day unfortunately done with an engine issue. Creed slows on the racetrack, pits with a flat right rear tire. Kyle Weatherman on pit road. By the way, he qualified in the top 10 in Jesse Wuji's car. That's badass. Ties their best qualifying spot of 8th. Fortunately, he would have to go to pit road for a stop. It was an unscheduled stop at this point in stage 2, and then he proceeded to get a speeding penalty on top of it. Ryan Sieg, slow, makes it to pit road with a flat tire. Allgaier pits with his right front tire cording. This would be the first of his issues today, which would hamper him. Sieg would take his car to the garage, and Noah Gragson takes the stage 2 win. Allmendinger second, Hill third, Bayne fourth, Mayer fifth, Gibbs sixth, Castle seventh, Hemrick eighth, Chandler Smith ninth, and Stephen Parsons in 10th. Bayne reported at this point in the race he had potential battery issues. Somebody else had reported potential brake issues. I think it was Allmendinger. It might have been. Allgaier pits with 63 laps to go and has a slow stop. Creed misses his pit box, has to back up. And then Trevor Bayne, a guy who had a very fast car tonight, and I honestly think he could have potentially won this race, gets bopped for speeding. Section 9. Ironic. He gets bopped in the section with a number of Noah Gragson's car. That's just funny to me, considering that Noah won. But yeah, no. Bayne gets a speeding penalty. Alfredo makes contact with Bailey Curry, literally out ahead of Noah Gragson. Somehow they keep it straight, and Gragson doesn't get involved in a wreck of any sort. Thank God. I don't think I could go through that again after what happened with him and David Starr. Oh, God. And at this point, Austin Hill, the guy who was closest battling Noah Gragson for the lead, and again, I said before, he had a fast car today. If he was going to win and put himself in the final four and kind of shock everybody a little bit, he had the potential to do that today. reports he might have a left rear vibration, and he pits with under 50 to go for that vibration. And then reportedly, after they changed tires, he didn't complain about the vibration again. Yeah, you hate to see it. Castle would also go to pit road with a vibration. Allgaier tags the wall twice. Austin Hill and Brandon Jones make contact. Jones ends up in the wall. I think Hill was still a lap down at this point. He either was a lap down or had gotten his lap back. I'm not exactly sure. Allgaier pits with a flat tire with under 20 to go. And then Nick Sanchez, with I think like what, closing in on like 10 to go. He pits with his right side tires down. He makes it to the pit road access road. So we were like, okay, phew, no caution. Ah, fuck. There would be a caution, but it wasn't for Sanchez. It was for Stephen Parsons and Kyle Sieg. Now we don't know exactly what happened, other than Parsons was missing the back end of his car and Sieg was missing part of the right front of his car. Both of them would get knocked out of the race, unfortunately. And Sanchez would have a fire under the right front of his car on pit road. Actually, I don't even think he pitted because once the caution came out, he came back around and pit again and actually pitted, I believe, something like that. But anywho, Barry actually ran over debris, which caused some front end damage. He had entered pit road second, and unfortunately, he would lose like 7 spots. So there was a little bit of worry he wouldn't be there to potentially help his teammate Gragson because again, Barry already won the week prior, so he's already locked in. But it ended up not mattering. Gragson holds the lead over Allmendinger. He gets an amazing restart. I don't know what the fuck happened to Allmendinger. He just did not fucking go whatsoever. That or Gragson just timed it perfectly. I was a little bit scared that he might have jumped the restart, but he timed it so fucking well. Or Allmendinger was just caught sleeping. I don't know. Either way, he holds the lead, takes the white flag. I wrote takes the lead in my notes. I meant to say takes the white flag. Um, Gibbs passes Allmendinger on the top, coming to the white flag. So, and I'm like, oh god, come on, like don't let Gibbs steal this one from you. Because honestly, I'm a little surprised. They had an incident several weeks back, and I'm a little surprised Gibbs hasn't gotten Gragson back yet. I feel like it could happen between either next week at Martinsville or Phoenix, but it really depends. But Gibbs has to be careful because he has to get himself to the Final Four, of course. But as I said, Gragson holds the lead, takes the white flag, does not lose the lead, exercises his demons. He makes Homestead Miami his fucking bitch, and finally gets a win at that track when he probably should have won there the last 3 previous races, and this would have made it 4. But he finally gets it. He finally gets one. His 8th of the season. Again, 8 goddamn wins. How the fuck? I mean, he had that stretch of wins late in this regular season where he just kept winning. Like, what, 4 in a row, I believe? Something like that. And yeah, I know. This is the first race reaction I've done in a while. Between work and just the start times and shit, like, I've not been able to do race reactions. I'm not even going to be able to do a cup one tomorrow because that race starts around like 2:30 and I'm still at fucking work. I don't get out till 3. So, unfortunately, no cup reaction tomorrow. I will, of course, be watching the race. It will be fun. But yeah, no. Noah Gragson, man, 8 wins, and he's going to the championship 4. You cannot make this fucking shit up, bro. This is legitimately incredible. Seriously, fucking incredible. And you want to know what's crazy? 2020, right? He goes into Martinsville, Kansas in the round of 8. I think it was him and Allgaier. It was him and somebody. It was either him and Allgaier or him and Briscoe or him and Cindric. It might have been Cindric. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but they had an incident early in the race. It was in stage 1. I got mega pissed about it because it's like, why the fuck are you racing like that? Not towards Gragson, but towards the others that were around him. Why the fuck are you racing like that early in the race? So and unfortunately, it ended Gregson's day early, so he was fucked on points. Then we all remember what happened at Texas. Had the win, got loose in 3 and 4, lost it to Harrison Burton. See, I got it right this time. I've said before with Brandon Jones, it was Harrison Burton. And then at Martinsville, he went into that race pretty much needing to win or needing guys ahead of him in points to get fucked. And Harrison Burton took the win 2 in a row, and Gragson would not advance to the Final Four. And then last year, as I said before, shitty luck for a lot of the regular season. He finally gets a win, gets a couple more. I think he entered the playoffs with like 3 wins, 2 or 3. Um, and he goes all, and then he gets into the round of 8, does pretty well for himself, wins Martinsville, makes the championship 4. Of course, we know what happened. And now 8 wins, locked into the Final Four, so he doesn't have to worry about Martinsville next weekend. It just, unless Gibbs completely fucks him over at Phoenix, which who knows, it could happen. Gregson could potentially win this championship, bro. I'm so goddamn excited. I I want to see him win so fucking bad. I really do. You don't know how much I want him to win this championship, especially because he's going up to Cup next year. So, with all that being said, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future uploads, videos, and streams, all that fun stuff. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.